everyone, welcome to my presentation. Let me introduce myself. I am Hilal and I'm studying English language teaching. Today in this presentation I will talk about second week of future learn course. It's about food as a medicine and it will take at least 5 minutes and I will take the questions at the end of the presentation. Actually, I have organized my presentation into four main parts. First, I'm going to talk about food and gut. Second, the food and our brain. Third, the food and our genomes. And last, the fertility, pregnancy, and weight. So let's start with food and our gut. In this part of the discourse, I learned that food plays a very important role for our health of gut. For example, one of the important tasks of it involves promoting the good bowel habit and bowel movements, like digestible carbohydrates, sugars, stress can help waste products, and this means that there is no difficulty in using your bowels when you go to the toilet. Also, dietary fibers can help selectively stimulate the growth of beneficial bacteria in your gut, and they are called prebiotics. But not all the dietary fibers can do it. There is a specialized role for certain types of fiber. And these bacteria in our gut can help metabolize and ferment carbohydrates, and also they can help to gas production. Briefly, foods that derive from plants, such as grains, cereals, fruits, and vegetables, are very important for the health of our bowel. Secondly, let's continue with food and our brain. In this part of the discourse, I learned that how my body controls my appetite and what means food addiction. First, the appetite can be defined as a natural desire to satisfy bodily needs, especially for food. So, if we think about what controls my body's effect, but my body's appetite, is it physiological or actually does our mind plays a role in it as well? It has to be a combination of two. Always our body physiology does what's going to do. Also, food addiction. Food can be addictive and it can be explained as a pattern of overeating. For example, nutrition poor food, taking off food, and packaged sweet food can be so addictive, are most addictive ones. And thirdly, food and our genomes. First, genes means unit of inheritance, and they're responsible for carrying um, genetic information to a generation to another, and also genes hold instruction to make proteins, and this is so important for us because proteins and enzymes uh, play a role in almost every body functions. And lastly, fertility, pregnancy, and weight. There are variety of medical treatments for increase fertility of women and men, but they can be so expensive. So in many cases, focusing on food and nutrition can be potentially useful for increase the fertility of women and men and increase the pregnancy. For example, dairy foods like milk and also some vegetarian foods like high in iron can be useful for increase the pregnancy and fertility, and also food and weight. The relation between them based on that energy is taken into body, lost in undertaking body functions, movements, and exercise, and also any energy in excess of um, what is needed will be stored as a body fat. And to sum up, in this week in this course, I learned so many things about food, and for example, links between food and our gut, food and our brain, our genomes, fertility, pregnancy, and weight. There are so many things I have to talk about, so I talked about them briefly. So I hope you like my presentation. If there are any questions, I can take now. I can answer now. Thanks for watching me. Have a nice day.